short answer, is judo a good idea if you're 40 years old? No, it's a horrible idea, okay? And this comes from a guy who started judo when he was 36. What's up guys, Nguyen, OG Fitness, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, this channel is all about fitness for judo and martial arts for older guys. So a little bit about myself, I'm 45 years old, Judo Black Belt, BJJ Blue Belt, lifelong martial artist. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about judo at 40 years old. Is it a good idea or not? So I'm going to start by reading a comment from one of the guys in the community, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Hi, I turned 40 this year and I would like to start judo. Is it a good idea? And if so, what should I keep in mind before and during the start? And of course I answered, that's a very loaded question, brother. How fit are you? And what kind of athletic background and injuries do you have? Because, guys, it's really important for me to have as much detail as possible that you're willing to give so that I could actually tailor the answer to your specific situation, right? And our friend answered back, which is amazing. Well, I'm quite honestly in terrible shape at the moment. I'm about a little overweight. Sorry, I'm about a little overweight, 5'10" and 210 pounds. Poor cardio and not much muscle. I do, however, have a background with martial arts from age 5 to about 18. So despite being very athletic in my youth, I haven't been very active over the past 20 years. I think that can change, but I've been told that judo can be very hard on the body. I actually took a trial class. And went super hard and paid for it the next morning. LOL. I've been meaning to go back, but finances and stuff. Anyway, my son will be 5 soon, and I would like to go back to martials with him. Any suggestions will be taken into account and are greatly appreciated. And we have somebody here who actually gave a really interesting advice to our friend, and it's worth being highlighted. I'll touch on it at the end of this video. So BJJ is better for older guys, and you don't have to be so athletic to do BJJ than in judo. BJJ is dangerous too because you have aggressive white belts with big egos, but compare that to hard and maybe wrong falling in judo. BJJ is overall better for 30 plus adults. All right, so short answer, is judo a good idea if you're 40 years old? No, it's a horrible idea, okay? And this comes from a guy who started judo when he was 36. Our friend here, because he gave us enough information to go off of, then we can talk about it in detail. So generally, it's a horrible idea to start judo at 40 years old, mainly because judo is mostly tailored to kids, right? And the way you train kids and the way you train adults, it's a completely different game, in my opinion. But can it be done? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely can be done. You can start judo at 40 if you have the right approach, if you know what you're doing, if you're in shape. There's a lot of ifs, okay? And like, if somebody came to me and said, hey, I want to do judo, I don't have a very athletic background, I've been out of shape for a long time, yada, 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 I would tell them, well, start with something easier, like our other friend over there who mentioned BJJ, much safer, right? Now, with that said, if you really want to go to do judo, also, guys, remember, BJJ is freaking expensive compared to judo. Judo is dirt cheap. So maybe it's a question of finances too. So you would want to, do judo instead. But because judo is very hard on the body, right? You're going to get busted up for sure, 100%. Unless, of course, you watch all my videos. Then, hey, if judo is the only option, then I'll show you guys how to do it. Our buddy here is 40 years old, 5'10", 210 pounds. So let's take a look at that. Just went on Google, right? Typed in BMI calculator. I was gonna say obesity calendar, but no, BMI calendar, right? Punching the numbers, and this is what we have. So our friend is in the obesity range. At 210 pounds, this is the first thing you should do. Drop the weight. So you have to go down to 185 with muscle. Regarding our friend's horrible cardio, well, it's normal. You haven't done anything in 20 years. I mean, what did you expect? So not only did he not do anything for 20 years, but he also doesn't have a lot of muscle mass right now. So of course, if you don't have a lot of muscle mass, you have no endurance, you have no strength, you're going to gas out like this, right? Like the little muscles that you do have are going to require, well, they're just useless. You haven't been exercising for the past 20 years, of course your cardio is going to be crap. Hell, you don't even need 20 years. You cannot exercise for, 3 to 6 months, be sedentary, right? Basically that means sitting on your ass all day. And yeah, your cardio is going to suck, man. So imagine a guy who 20 years didn't do anything, and then the muscles, well, like no muscles, basically. Just to reemphasize, drop the weight, build muscle. And obviously, while you're doing that, your cardio is going to improve. And then after that, getting your cardio better for judo will be a different, slightly different story. Now, there's good news. Our friend from 5 till the age of 18 did a lot of martial arts and sports. So most likely, when you're somebody who starts early in life, okay, and 5 to 18, that's 13 years, guys. 13 years of sports and martial arts, you're probably athletic. And our friend even said it himself. He's athletic, or at least used to be. Now, obviously, at this point, a lot harder, no muscle mass, too much weight. It's but it's still there. It's still there, but we can get it back. Judo is hard on the body, even when you're fit. So you have to be judo fit, which is like a couple of notches above, a couple of levels, sorry, above being a regular fit. Regular fit would be, I don't know, CrossFit fit maybe, like something like that. Like people who just do exercises and get good at exercises like running, push-ups, like, yeah, that's fit, but that's not judo fit, right? Now, those people get busted up. Now imagine if you're unfit, oh my God, that's even worse. Like you're going to be you're going to end up in a wheelchair. That's what's going to happen. And all guys make that mistake, right? They were not all guys, but a lot of guys. It happens to a lot of men where they were very active when you were young. Life gets in the way, whole bunch of issues. And then after that, they've been very, basically doing not much for a very long time. And then one day, they get inspired. They watch something cool, they watch a motivational thing, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to do this. So then they start. And when they get back into it, the problem is they go too hard, right? Just like our friend here went in, gave it his 100%. Guys, never give it your 100%. 100% is for competition. If you're not competing, do not give your 100% because you will fuck yourself up. All right. So our friend gave his 100%. Next day, probably couldn't walk, was completely burnt out, hurt all over the place, then probably just stopped training. So don't go back 100%. You have to go back progressively, because what usually happens is that we think back, we're the same person in here, right? Not here. So you got to let this catch up. You have to catch this up. You got to get the body back up and running, joint prep, right? Build that endurance up again, build that cardio, that strength, that muscle size, all of that good stuff. And did I say joint prep? Yes, joint prep. That's one of the missing things. And work on that stability aspect of everything. So that way you can be ready to go back into your sport. But it's going to take a little bit of time. How long it's going to take? Well, it depends on how unfit you've become. But generally, 1 to 2 years. BJJ is a great option to start with instead of judo because you're on the ground. So it doesn't require as much balance, coordination, athleticism, all of that stuff, agility. And also, there's nowhere to fall because you're already on the ground. So it's a lot less risky. Now, the only issue that I see with BJJ is that it's expensive, one. But if you have the money, hey, that's not an issue, fine. Now, the other issue that you're going to have is a trap, actually, that you fall into when you're one of those older guys that get into BJJ, is that because BJJ doesn't require you to get fit, you might just end up being you might stay the same weight. You might stay as a fat person, and do BJJ, because there's a lot of fat dudes who are like black belt in BJJs, and yes, I would say they're good at BJJ, but they're not necessarily healthy, right? So it's really, in my opinion, kind of like a because they do BJJ, because it's so fun, because they do it a lot, they actually get good at it. They get to a certain level, a very high level, and then they think that's enough. So they neglect other aspects of their health, mainly the part of being too obese. Because man, if you're too obese, you're gonna die. It's just that simple. You shorten your life, right? You put yourself at risk for all kinds of shit. You guys already know that. I'm not gonna talk about it in this video, because this video is about fitness for judo and martial arts, but not just pure fitness where you talk endlessly about what to eat, what not to eat, and all that. Like, I'll give you guys the broad strokes of what works for me and what I do, but then you guys can do your own research as well, and I'm sure you have your own ideas already, but that's it. So don't fall into the trap of, you start with BJJ, but eventually, like, lose the weight and then come be a little bit of judo, or some wrestling or whatever. But some people stay there, and that's fine as well, right? It depends on what you want. I personally think that every person should do judo and BJJ. That's the ultimate. Do those two, right? Get double black belt. So guys, I have a little hack for you. Now, if you need to start with BJJ, but you don't have the money for BJJ, because BJJ is like, depending on what club, what country you're at, it's like 150 to 200 to 300 a month. Who knows, right? Some crazy shit like that. Now with judo, it could be something like $50 a month, $30 a month. Who knows? Like, depends on the country. In Europe, like, man, it's super cheap. Here, and it depends if you go private to a private club or not, or if you go to a club that's what's the word I'm looking for? Sponsored by IJF, the Judo Federation, right? Maybe not the International Judo Federation, but your local federation, or your local provincial judo thing, whatever. Here in Quebec, it's the Judo Quebec. That's what it's called. What you do is that you go to a judo club, okay, and you don't do randori with tachiwaza. So you don't do any standing randori, okay. What you do instead is, for the standing aspect of it, so the tachiwaza, you work on your grips. You can work on your sweeps, you can work on your throws and all that, but you don't do any randori. And even then, like, make sure that you learn how to fall properly and all that good stuff. Like, I've talked about that in other videos, but I'll make other videos about that. But you just do technique, basically. Only technique in the tachiwaza area, okay? And then, well, guess what? In judo, there's newaza. Newaza is ground technique, and that's where BJJ comes from. So what I want you to do is, you only do randori when you're doing newaza. So you only do newaza randori, okay? Until you get the chub off, okay? You start building muscle, you build back your endurance, your strength, and all of your fitness, essentially. And then later on, when you get to a certain point where things are good, your body's strong, it's solid, you've been practicing break falls, you can take them, you've been thrown on crash mats, you've been thrown on just mat surface. Then after that, you talk to your coach and you tell him that, hey, you'd like to go randori. Is there any way we could go about this safely? Can he suggest you training partners that are safe for you, guys you should point out, so that you always pair up with, more or less, and so on and so on. And then you can, like, venture into tachiwaza randori. That's like the ultimate hack. Save yourself money, right? Don't need to do BJJ. Just do the newaza randori at judo, and just do technical for tachiwaza. That's it for this video, guys. Please let me know what you think. If you have any advice for a friend here, write it down below. And if you want to ask me a question, okay, directly DM me on Instagram, and link in the bio for a free coaching call where I can help you guys, tell you everything you need to know and what you need to do for your specific situation for free. And of course, if you want to work with me after that, we can talk about that. But really, guys, no pressure, right? I'm here to help. So I do this because I wish I would have knew this shit when I was starting out, And but hey, I'm still here, and your boy's doing good. All right, guys. Peace.